Hello typography enthusiasts, this is a follow-up and a practical follow-up from my video about spacing all caps letters where I step into a shower. You can take a look at it in the description below or here. No, wrong side, here. Whatever. Immanuel sent in a logo design he made, or a logotype, and asked me about my typographic advice for how he spaced out these all caps lines. And in this short video I'm going to take a review on this and tell you my suggestions. So, the word he sent in, or the logotype he sent in, is Kaiserstuhlstolz. Yeah, that's a long word. It's German, obviously. And Immanuel used for it it's Century Gothic in a version. What version was it? Century Gothic Pan-European semi-bold. And yeah, it's a bit quirky. You see that the S, it's rather condensed. It looks like this early grotesques. It's rather geometrical, so you really should adjust the spacing in between here. So I'm going to reset everything Immanuel did. First of all, I would increase the tracking as Immanuel did, but I'll only just do it slightly, because the very dense spots here, it's not so dense. It's more a bit too loose here at the O or at the L. There it gets a bit too light. It's a very long word. Maybe it shouldn't be said in all caps letters, so, but whatever. Okay, now I increased it slightly. It looks more even now. And now I'm clicking in between the individual character pairs and I use the Alt arrow keys to reduce the space in there in Illustrator. This is how you do it. And for the A, it always creates this, let's say, hole in there. We can move the K and the A slightly closer, but not a lot, since they almost touch and I don't want them to touch. So now the A and the I could also be a bit closer. And now I'm thinking about what would it be if I had the content of the letter shape and I would pour it to the surrounding space. So the S could need a bit more space, and the same is with the E, just slightly, maybe one. And now when I take a look at the S and the T, it looks okay, I wouldn't adjust anything there. And for the U, the same. Because I want it to be not so loose as it was. Here it's more the vertical line, vertical line, vertical line. They're more or less even here, so I wouldn't adjust that. Here I'll increase the space a bit for the H and the L to make it more even. And for the L and the S, I want them to be more connected, because they are, it creates a gap here as well with the L. S and T is fine, T and O are the same, and maybe just a bit. And the O is a bit of a problem because it creates a hole in there, because it's so geometric. The same goes for the L and the Z. I'll move the Z a bit closer. So I'd go for this approach. If I compare it to the original, let's take a look here. Still, there's an issue with the O. Maybe this way. Thing is, you can go crazy with things like that. And what also is helpful is when you turn it 180 degrees and take a look there, where the vertical lines are too close or not, then I'd say it could be a bit closer here as well. So, and I move it over again. And now when I copy it again and reset everything so that we have a comparison, I think Immanuel spaced it a bit too much, since it almost kind of falls apart between the K and the A. It could be a bit closer, and I might have spaced it a bit too close. Maybe something in the middle would be appropriate, but this just doesn't work at all because it's too dense. And it's a hard situation, because it's the typeface itself is rather narrow and tall. Yeah, so this would be my approach. I'd make it a bit more compact, since it uses a lot of space, and if I zoom out, this is also a good test to check out how the spacing performs. And here it's a bit, the O and the L seem, it's like ults at the end. It seems like a unit, and here it's more stolz. It's a bit too far apart here. I hope this was helpful to you. If you want to send in something for typographic review, use the link in the description below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.